Hi, I'm Amanda Perna from the House of Perna, and today I'm going to show you how to design a tie-dyed t-shirt. So just to make it simple, I have one already finished so you can see what the final product will look like. So it's going to look somewhat like this. You also have to keep in mind that every time you dye things, it'll come out a little bit different, even if your placement is exactly the same. So don't be frustrated if you do 5 and they all look different. Okay, so first you need to start with a t-shirt. So I want mine to be fully dyed, so I'm going to start with a white t-shirt. Then the next thing you're going to want to do is follow the instructions on your particular dye of how to prepare the dye so it will stay the most with the fabric you're using. So I'm going to follow the instructions on my thing for the content, which is cotton and polyester in my shirt. So I followed the instructions and did everything that it said and put it into a bucket. If you're doing it at home, you could also use a bowl or however you prefer to do it. Okay, so you put your dye in and you're going to want to give it a shake. You can use a stick or however you want to do it. Your next step is to put on gloves. I really recommend putting on gloves because it is a messy process. So you put on your gloves, make sure your hand's nice and covered, and then you are going to get your rubber bands handy because it's very, very important. So you're going to want to figure out how you want to dye it. I like it where it's a little bit diagonal, a little different, not so run-of-the-mill dyed. So remember, everywhere you put a rubber band, it's going to keep it the base color. So if you were using a purple shirt or a different color, all the lines would be the base color. You can also do it with a squeeze bottle and put multiple colors on one time, but I like the look of a solid with the white. So I'm going to just put them varied in the thing. You can put them however you want. If you make a scrunch, it's going to make like a circle kind of effect, which is a little bit neat. And once again, everywhere the rubber band holds is where the dye is not going to take. So you can put it however you want. So we're just going to put a few on here. Okay. And this is a really fun project that you could do with anyone, even with kids, something really fun, and you can make old clothes come to life. Maybe you have a shirt that, got a stain on it, so you can cover up the stain by putting some more color. So once you have your weird little rubber banded shirt, you're going to dip it in your dye. Once again, you're going to follow the instructions. Some of them make you have it sit for a while. Some different dyes will have it so you have to leave it in for 30 minutes, mix it with a stick. But long story short, since I don't want to bore you for hours that it will take, you're going to get your shirt completely dyed so it'll look something like this. And you're going to put it, once it dries a little bit, you're going to follow, first you're going to follow the instructions and make sure you leave it so it's fully saturated and you have a nice rich color. You have to also keep in mind, whatever the color is when it's wet, it's going to come out a little bit lighter. So you want to make sure it's really good and heavily saturated. So once you have your shirt fully dyed, you're going to want to rinse it in cold water. It's really important to get all of the excess dye off so you don't have a ton of dye in your washing machine. Then you're going to throw it in the washer, throw it in the dryer, and that's it. And then you will wind up with a beautiful shirt that looks just like this. My name is Amanda Perna from the House of Perna. Thanks for watching.